Good morning. Welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast for October 19th, 2019.
Today we're talking Marvel news.
And DC news.
Yay!
DC.
Stay tuned. Hi.
Welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast. We're here. Welcome.
We're all here.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Everywhere you
No,
go.
what is it?
We're the
What's
full
going
house.
on
Wow.
here?
I'm Nick.
I'm Tony.
I'm Chris.
I'm Brian.
What's
We're
going
here
on
to
here?
talk about.
Little name tag.
Well, at one point I had actual graphics that were supposed to pop up with our names, but because of the way we sit, it doesn't like.
Little
You
name
have it
tags.
this way.
Chris's name would be like right in front of Tony's face.
I'm
or
okay with
Okay.
that. You mean like
See, he's okay with it. Just do it.
little name
Just
tags?
do it.
We'll do that.
We usually talk about video game and movie news.
So what's going on
Do
though?
you want?
Yeah.
I know it's new. I'm not sure if you're doing that thing where like people keep the stickers on their hats.
I already cut the tag off. I cut the tag off. It's a very cool tag.
Like, it's one of those things where it's like you see.
I
people
didn't
with
even
the sun
notice
on
those.
their-
I'm not.
I looked at your shirt before and noticed how cool it was, and then
Is he
did not
see-through?
notice the
No,
sticker.
you're not see-through.
No, it's not that green. I mean,
No, he's
Wally. I mean, not that Wally.
We usually talk about video game movie news. There's
There's very little.
there's no video game news this week.
If you're
I think
watching
it's-
and you have news for us.
I think it's like things are gonna happen real soon. I think the
Yeah,
reviews
apparently
are
Death Stranding's coming on.
Death Stranding is review embargo on November 1st. I don't need to know. I know I'm gonna know it.
So either way, like I mean, we have obviously
Very.
Halloween events coming out for
Video
Anthem,
games.
which was kind of a big thing
Yes.
because Anthem got an update
It's
that
their
was not
first-
expected.
Their first big event.
No, second. Cataclysm was their first big event.
Like
But it
that
didn't
no one
really work
played
out.
and
Yeah.
cared about because it was junk.
Yes.
And everybody's like, if this is what the events are going to be, go away. And then all of a sudden, they're like, there's a patch for the game. And everybody's like, what? And there's a Halloween event going on.
Hey, guess what? Social media should have been great for that. To
They did.
advertise.
They started advertising, but it was supposed to be like kind of a surprise drop. So if like you're still playing the game, it's like, hey, and then you were supposed to be like, guys, there's something going on Anthem. Like I think that's what they were hoping for, but only 2 people play the game, so
Also,
it doesn't
a
get
lot
as
of people
viral as
didn't-
they were hoping.
I'm one.
A lot of people still haven't.
I'm one.
One what?
He said 2 people play the game.
Oh.
Chris
I'm
is one of them.
A lot of people.
I'll come back.
And for the Halloween, like all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, I will give this a go round and see
Not
what
after
happens.
I told you to buy a new game.
I haven't bought it yet.
And obviously, Borderlands
I'm just gonna stick
is
with
still going with their 10-year
Their-
anniversary stuff.
it all
leading
leads up
into their
to-
Halloween event,
Mhm.
where we get ghosts and that kind of
Who
stuff.
knows?
Yeah, I think they released a picture. Like glow-in-the-dark people.
So there's skins. Good.
Yeah.
So no,
Oh,
no
yeah,
pumpkin
they-
head.
No.
Although my green neon skin's already pretty like spooky.
That's pretty much what this one is.
Especially with the pigeon head.
I switched to a different head.
Oh.
So, but I've kept the green skin.
But yeah, so like we have some Halloween eventy type stuff coming out, but nothing
Yeah.
Nothing-
But if
earth
this-
shattering in video
Yeah.
game news.
But
I
pretty
think
much
it's more,
if
I
this,
think it's just like
No!
Video!
if this
Cease
Anthem,
and desist!
I guess
Are
if
you
this
telling
Anthem
yourself?
event flops, is Anthem done? Do you think?
No, I think this is just they're testing things
They're
out,
testing
and the
things
good way
out.
to test things out is to,
Just get
Star,
people...
Star Wars. The new Star Wars game cannot be canceled because it's officially gone gold.
And apparently it's a lot bigger than people thought it was.
Good.
Yeah.
It is officially gone gold, so you can't cancel a game that's gone gold.
Yes, you
I
can.
can.
Yes, you can.
I guess you can't. Technically, you can. But
Oh, it's that time of year again. I forgot.
Yep.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yep.
I
Yep. Yep.
could care less about that film.
Me too. I watched it for the sake of watching it the one time.
Yeah.
I like the songs in them.
The songs,
The
are
songs
great.
are great.
Like yeah, like something like that plays at a dance or like something. It's like heck yeah, like I'm in.
Yeah.
But
That's only the one song that usually plays.
it is.
The Blizzard cancels the Overwatch event in New York.
Oh yeah.
That was.
We talked about it last
We
week.
talked
We're
about
done.
the BlizzCon.
We're done.
We're done.
We're done.
Okay.
We're done.
We're talking. Yeah.
We're done.
old news.
Well, no, it's not old.
It's
news,
not,
it's
that
just-
one's-
It's
It'll
pretty much repeating ourselves.
It'll continue to go.
Yes. Either way, on with that. Movie news for the week. We've got Marvel and DC news because apparently, again, they're the only people kind of doing things.
They're
this week.
the only film people that matter.
Kevin Feige has been promoted.
What's his new position now? It's something
Creative guy
creative,
for all of
C-
Marvel.
CCO or something like that.
Creative, yeah.
Chief Creative Officer.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he is now in
All
charge
of Marvel.
all of the Marvel stuff.
So does that include the comic books now too?
No.
No, it's just the film.
It's
Just
just
the-
all of their
Film and
Film
TV.
and yeah, I would assume those.
Yeah.
I think he already kind of was though.
what?
The
Not
head
TV.
guy.
Not on
no,
TV.
TV was Jeff Loeb.
So where's
So he's
Jeff
ahead of
Loeb
Jeff Loeb?
now?
He probably works underneath Kevin now.
So
Oh,
now
okay.
Jeff Loeb would work underneath Kevin Feige.
So
Which is why now all of the TV shows are going to start connecting. That's why Ghost Rider apparently got canceled, was because like Kevin Feige was making this move.
They're gonna just start everyone fresh, kind of thing.
Well, no, so
Hopefully
like
not fresh.
WandaVision, obviously,
Yeah.
like all of those shows were connected, are connected. They were doing that already, but like
Well,
They
like
greenlit a bunch of-
Daredevil.
this
and-
leads a lot of
we
credence.
still have to wait a year and a half for.
Yeah.
That still leads a
Blade.
lot of credence to the rumor that Spider-Man's going to need a lawyer in Spider-Man 3, and the rumor going around was that Matt Murdock was going to be his lawyer.
Well, because that's happened in the comics, so it's
So there's that rumor going around where the Daredevil from Netflix might finally make the transition onto this big
Not
screen.
the actor.
No, no.
I don't see
Oh,
the
yeah.
actor.
I can
don't,
see.
I
I can see the actor.
I don't see the actor coming in.
I have a We'll
I
see.
think it would be a fresh
see.
start because that was a Netflix thing. This
Yeah.
is a
I
Disney
feel
thing.
like that
I-
one is a fresh start. I feel like a bunch of the other shows on TV are gonna start.
Agents of Shield has already like
It's wrapped, it's
So
done.
it's so far removed from itself. It
Yeah.
says that.
Well, and everybody was like, "Does that mean they're gonna like the last season of Agents of Shield? They're finally gonna connect everything?" And then
No, they're
everybody's
not.
like, "It's done filming." Like, there's
Yeah,
no,
There's no.
not gonna be some final wrap up where
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh, this was a fever dream the entire time," while Coulson was like.
That would
No,
piss a
it's
lot of
done.
people off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, it's not like they're gonna try tying it back to the movies
No,
in any
that-
way, shape,
that,
or
that
form.
show's done. Yeah, it's,
Right, like,
it's
it's-
super done.
It's finished, but
Story
like,
wise and actually filming wise.
but Cloak and Dagger.
Might Runaways I
Um,
think is the other one that was rumored to make a transition.
But that's a mutant thing, though, isn't it?
But well, so now that's the question: is like what stays, what goes from the TV side of things, other than what like Ghost Rider already got axed,
Yeah.
and they're pretty sure it's because Feige was moving up, going, nope.
Make
Like,
a movie.
Well, so now it's like, do
If
we
you're doing
save
Blade,
him for? Right.
Yeah.
If Blade takes
Yeah.
off, let's save Ghost Rider for big screen.
Ghost Rider v Blade.
Blade.
Reve-
Or just
Ghost Rider
Marvel
re-
Knights.
Ghost Rider.
No, they have to go against each
Revengeance.
other first before they team up.
And
Man,
they could.
A,
legit.
a Marvel
Yeah.
movie where Blade versus Ghost Rider. That would
Yes.
be nuts.
I know. That would be insane.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
And see, that one would work.
Yes.
It's crazy enough to work, and then Doctor Strange just shows up.
Martha!
Yes,
Yes.
I'm sure they could do it.
Oh, they totally could do it.
What,
Yeah,
why
that
do-
one would work.
Yeah.
Because again, like Blade fighting a supernatural being with a flaming head.
Yes.
Flaming head guy going after a guy who kills things. Like,
Kill supernatural things.
right, like, it would work. That one would definitely, like... And they wouldn't... Both of them wouldn't
No.
talk because they're both not level-headed enough to be like... You know, like, who are you and what are you doing here? It's like, you're a vampire. You must die. You're a guy with a flaming skull. I kill
You're a
demons.
demon.
You're gonna die.
Clearly.
Like, no talking required. Again,
And then-
Batman versus Superman, that could have
And
been
then have
dealt with...
Mephisto as the villain,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
and then like somewhere in the middle where they realize.
And you gotta have
we
little
need to-
minions being vampires, so
Yeah.
just to tie in Blade.
Yeah.
And then they'll have some sort of weird like, oh, we need to actually go after Mephisto.
He's playing both of us.
Yes, it writes
Yeah.
itself. Writes itself.
Like, that's a... Oh, man.
There you go. We got it.
And that's the thing, like I
We're
will
done.
take not TV shows to get like
Correct, yeah.
And now that Feige's in charge, that's
And then
the
maybe
cool
the
piece.
and then
Yeah.
the TV shows might be able to come and wrap around.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the nice part now is Kevin Feige's going to make sure the TV shows everything is actually connected
Yes.
now.
The irony that is now is all connected.
He needs
After
a
the
bigger.
fact.
He needs a bigger wall and more red string. like.
Yeah.
It's like there's like get this, it's gonna do this and this and this.
Why are the doors to like Marvel Studios locked all the time? Kevin had to
It's
get
actually-
rid of all the walls.
It's actually not locked. It's actually just tied together with string.
It-
String's
Yeah.
holding it tight.
And you can't go in because Kevin Feige's entire plan goes from floor 1 to floor 16.
Yeah.
And we had to get rid of
This
all the
giant
floors and all the
mural.
walls. just so he had
All the
We
doors
actually
are
got rid of
gone.
the ceiling. We got rid of the ceiling.
So all the windows are blocked, the doors are locked, because if you walk in, you'll know all the plans for the next 16 years.
This is web of.
And Spider-Man is like in a different thread color.
Yeah, it's like
case.
just in
Just
case.
in case you can't use him anymore.
We'll put you over here.
Here, yeah. He's got his own section.
Oh, the Warp Zone got a really good video of Spider-Man. I'll show you guys later. Real funny.
But yeah, like this is cool because now everything will actually.
It's gonna have at least someone is in control. Like
Yes.
It's a
if it
well-deserved promotion.
If it wasn't Kevin Feige, at least someone is gonna be doing all this together.
And obviously, this
And
means he's
this-
not moving to Star Wars.
Yes, correct.
Correct.
We still could.
No, I
If
don't.
he never wants to sleep ever again.
Well, because he could still do the
Yes.
Star Wars stuff,
He'll
and he
pr-
does
he'll
that
do a
well. He could be in charge of everything.
And then the Marvel and Patton Oswalt's Marvel and Star Wars Cinematic Universe
It's
colliding
one
works.
step, one step closer.
He could build all these universes. Feige Universe number 1. Feige Universe
God,
number 2.
He just
Oh,
starts his
God.
own movie company. Eventually
Yeah.
He buys Marvel.
buys Disney.
Buys Disney.
Buys Disney.
Technically-
Disney Feige.
Well, technically, a lot of people could actually buy Disney.
Yeah,
Like they have the money to actually buy
Google,
Disney, but
Amazon.
sure,
There'd
like
be an
I,
uproar.
Apple,
There'd be an uproar of
Oh yeah.
upheaval.
oh sure,
Yeah.
but like and Disney won't sell because Disney's like we're fine.
Yeah, we're okay. We
Again, we're
don't need
making
to.
our own cash. It's cool.
Yeah.
Like we don't need you people.
We literally have a print machine of money now.
Yeah.
Down
We're
below.
good.
We need more money. Avengers film.
Yeah. Spider-Man
We'll just remake another movie.
reboot. Thanks.
Soft reboot.
No. There's a difference between reboot and remake.
And they do a very good job explaining it in the movie.
Is it reboot?
But you have to wait until the post-credit show to find out more about that one.
Remake is a
Spoilers.
Yeah. All right. Either way,
got
Kevin
Kevin
Feige,
Feige.
new
Got a
job, cool.
Got a new position.
Yep.
And like I say, I'm happy to see what's gonna happen. So if TV shows are getting canceled on you, and you were like, I love Cloak and Dagger, and now it's not a show anymore,
watch out for the reboot.
right? Like, watch out for those guys to be in something else or to do
I've
something
already-
else, or
I-
for them to tie themselves into.
I've
the-
already come to terms with Agents of Shield and lack thereof. So
Well, and again, like I say, Agents of Shield is done.
Yeah.
Like, there's no chance that they're done filming. It's not like they're gonna go do reshoots.
ever since
again.
season 5, it was basically like, you do this. That's the direction you're taking the show. Cool.
And at this point, with
Mhm.
as many episodes as you have left, the only way that you get any of that to wrap back in is to literally go back to the helicarrier with Coulson with a hole in his chest.
Yeah.
And Nick Fury going like, "Stay with me, Coulson," and he's like, "I'm still with you," and it ends. And you're like,
I feel like that might.
I hate it when
like
anything
it's the
does
biggest
that.
cop out, sort of
Yeah.
like it was.
Feels like
just
a waste of time.
dream.
Yeah. Waste of time.
Like Alice in Wonderland was all just a dream, but at least it was, a drug-infused trip. If you're gonna have just a dream sequence, make it a hardcore dream sequence.
Again, I don't know where they're going with season 6 of Agents of Shield. So I can't.
Is it only 6? I thought it was way more than that.
No, 6 is the last one,
6, I thought 7 was the last one.
or maybe 7.
I think 7's the last
Is
one.
the 7th the last one?
I thought it was
I
like
don't
10.
Fever dreams. No. If they got its 10th season, I think it would still be on there.
Yeah, because they'd be into like supernatural territory at that
Yeah.
point, where they can do whatever you want, and people hate it but still watch it.
People don't, but the people watching the Supernatural don't hate it.
They did for a while
we did.
Yeah.
But they don't hate it anymore.
because they got better again. See,
They actually the
Yeah.
writers gave a shit.
yeah, like they went from like cool show to where it should have ended
And
to
then
like the
added-
next season where you're like, okay.
You decided to do that with this character. Cool. Let's keep going. Let's,
To like, oh my god, why am I still watching this
Yes.
show? To all of a sudden, it's like writers and people, like creators, came back to the show and they're like, "We'll fix it," and all of a sudden, it's like, it's good again.
yeah.
I didn't
That
get
was
that.
around season 10.
I didn't make it.
Who
to
dies?
Make it over
I gotta
Who
make it
dies
over
this
that.
season?
Who dies at the
Oh
end?
my
Which
God.
Which brother dies
Which
at the
brother
end of this
sacrifices
season?
himself?
Yeah.
Plot twist. Both
Both
did.
Probably at the end
Which
of
one
this one.
turns
Yep.
evil?
I know
Exactly.
the end of the show. Honestly, the end of the show, either both of them have to die, or they have to press a button that eliminates all demons from existence ever, and angels and God and everything else.
Well, there was supposed to be a spin-off. I don't know what happened to that.
Oh, really?
Okay,
There
so
was 2 spin-offs.
there was
know whatever
one
happened
good
to that.
spin-off, and then there was the horrible spin-off.
Where there was the sisters or something.
Okay, so the sister thing.
Is that still happening?
I believe so. There's the sheriff that was in the show,
She was a really bad
and she
favorite.
was.
I only watched, like,
yes.
Like she was kind of
once,
Bobby's
2 seasons.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, so either Bobby
She was
got like
actually
a
really,
girlfriend.
yeah.
Okay.
Who was the sheriff, and she ends up adopting this kid who was like a slave to vampires
Yeah, something.
because like
All I know is that really terrible spin-off. That's only
either way,
one.
like they saved this girl.
Yeah.
And this girl or this woman takes her in and like is like, listen, like you don't have to be a slave to these people. You don't have you
Yeah.
have your own power. Da 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 da. They become hunters.
Yeah.
That was the
Is
good.
and that spin-off.
That's the one that could still be happening.
The
if
other one
everything
was
goes
a
right.
bad-
The other one was a bad,
supernatural bloodlines.
like
is what-
OC.
It was,
Okay,
they
I
were
thought
trying to
that's
do like a
not the one.
vampire's blood or
Vampires
Oh.
and werewolves against each other
Yeah.
in
supernatural.
In
universe.
supernatural
Supernatural
universe.
It's called
universe.
Underworld.
No, worse than that. That was
Hey,
good.
hey, yeah, I was
Yeah, I
gonna
was gonna
say.
say Underworld was amazing.
Don't you make fun of that one.
No, I'm saying Underworld's
No, this one
great.
was like
It was like
it literally was the OC.
True Blood. It was like a True Blood.
Oh.
They were turning into a True Blood.
But
I
even
wa-
True Blood did an okay job of what they did.
no, but
it
this
was
was bad.
right because True Blood went for the nudity and the violence and all of that jazz.
I think that's
whereas,
what they're gonna go for this
well, but
storyline.
they couldn't because it's the CW. The other one was HBO or like
They
True
would
Blood
get-
was HBO. CW
Yes.
was gonna be like, I'm mad because I'm in love with a werewolf, and you're like, oh no.
That entire episode was incredibly disappointing because you can see Sam and Dean. They're just like, what the fuck is happening in this?
Pretty much. Well, because they were only in it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Because it was supposed to be this soft
backdoor.
Yeah, the backdoor pilot,
Yeah.
as they call it.
The technical term.
Yeah, the backdoor pilot. Yeah, backdoor.
Backdoor.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Sticking with the Marvel stuff, I guess.
So I guess Ryan Reynolds and the writers from Deadpool had a meeting at
Marvel
Marvel
Studios.
Studios.
about something.
With Kevin Feige, obviously.
With some, they were meeting about something.
Yes.
No, he was going in for a casting thing.
Oh right,
Yes,
he was
wanting
he was
to become
applying.
Anthony Stark.
He wanted to audition for the role
Yes.
of the now vacant Iron Man spot.
But one of the writers did tweet out that they are now just waiting for Kevin Feige to give them the green light, and Deadpool 3 is going to be a thing.
That doesn't surprise anyone.
Fits somewhere in that busy schedule of theirs.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was rumor that Ant-Man and the Wasp is apparently going to come in the next phase 2.
Yep.
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 They've signed a deal for Ant-Man and the Wasp,
That's another
like
bit- that's a
Ant-Man
wild rumor.
3, and it's just like,
Ant-Man and Wasp and
Goliath.
Oh my God, yes, please.
Goliath.
More Lawrence
Can't do
Fishburne.
that.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne.
More Lawrence Fishburne, please.
Um,
that man's
No,
awesome.
the mum. Whatever name they give her.
The Wasp.
Nope, the mum. The old Wasp, I guess. Yes.
Yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp and the
The
Wasp. Ant-Man and the
No,
Wasp and
she
the
has
Wasp.
a new name. She has a new power.
2 Ant-Man, 2 Wasp.
The
No.
ants and the wasps.
2 Ant-Man.
2 Ant-Man,
Ant-Man,
2 Wasp.
yeah.
Like Too Fast, Too Furious. 2 Ant-Man, 2 Wasp.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, ksh. And they could get away with a name like that. Because everybody'd be like,
Because
What is
technically,
this?
Henry was the first Ant-Man.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, so,
So
2
2
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, 2 Wasp. And they go on a, like,
Racing.
It's like a family
They're
field trip.
drifting. They're drifting flies.
it's a heist movie.
Again.
Again.
It fits.
But yeah, apparently that's
I'm
up,
okay.
up in the air on rumors too. But this one less of a rumor because
It's happening.
again, the Deadpool
It's-
people seem to have a really bad problem with leaking things.
What are you talking about?
Is it a
They're
problem?
They're entering their phase 5 of investigations. Okay.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like even all of that stuff, like Ryan Reynolds, I think being Ryan Reynolds and pushing the way he's subtly pushed at things,
Yeah.
has very much allowed them to have these meetings
Oh yeah, he's very open with that stuff.
and to get in and go be like, Kevin, like if anybody's gonna get the X-Men into your universe,
he's not in.
what
He's
up?
not open about it. He's just very like, I know. He knows his stuff. And
Yeah, he does.
And
He
that's his
does.
big piece.
Yeah.
And that's his selling point.
And he
as
knows
well.
how to sell it.
First thing, kill Hugh Jackman.
Yes.
That would be a Ryan Reynolds thing.
But that's the piece is like, and
No, it's not even killing him. It's just bitch slapping. Done. And then moving on.
I'm your boss now.
well, and that's the big piece is if you can't get Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, which you're not going
I
to.
don't
Let's
think
No.
not. Let's
You're-
not.
you're-
we have Logan. Let's end it there. That was a beautiful swan song to that character.
Yes.
Let's not bring him back to try and do anything. If anybody's going to bring characters into the MCU from the X-Men, let it be Ryan Reynolds. Let it be Deadpool. Let it be.
Yeah.
That'd be a very weird inroad too.
Not really.
Like it's very strange to see Deadpool being the pioneer character for that all.
Which is insane, but again, Ryan Reynolds did such a good job.
Usually it's the other way around.
Right. But like Deadpool did such a good job.
Yes.
Let him keep doing it.
Yeah.
And let Ryan Reynolds keep doing it again. We got Juggernaut like we never thought we'd see.
Oh,
Juggernaut. I'm Juggernaut, bitch. Like,
which was fun. I'm not. That was.
Who's
fun.
also Ryan Reynolds.
I'm.
yeah,
that scene was
also
funny.
Ryan Reynolds will just play all the characters.
All characters.
I want to see him. Like with a bald cap on and
Yeah.
So yeah, and then just seeing where they go with all the other X-Men stuff. But I really, like I've been saying all along, I really hope Ryan Reynolds is a key part of those decisions.
I really do believe he will be. He's made a name for
him
himself.
a creative person in that role.
Yeah.
Because he's done such a good job.
He has
like
done
we
a
got
great job.
Colossus, like we never thought.
Colossus.
I mean, you look at
the best Colossus.
You look at how James Gunn has handled Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
Like Marvel knows that James Gunn knows that
Sure.
weird
Yeah,
kooky comic stuff. They've let him kind of do whatever. Like you want to do Adam Warlock, cool. Whatever you go just do that. You want to do a talking raccoon, like that's he knows that comic.
Yeah.
So.
And enough to know when he can change characters, because again, like Ross isn't a huge fan of Drax because it's not the same Drax. But again, Ross and 3 other people know that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they could cut back on the stupidity of.
I get that piece, but like by now, that's the character that is created for the MCU as Drax.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Multiverse, have a smart Drax.
But that's the piece. Is like he knows I can take Drax and I can change the character and I'll offend 5 people, but everybody else will be like, nothing goes over my head. I would catch it, and everybody's like, that is the best line ever in cinematic history. Even though Marvel movies aren't cinema.
Fight me.
We talked about this last week too.
Marvel comic book movies aren't cinema. Fight me.
No.
Marvel
MCU movies are not cinema. Says Martin Scorsese.
Fight me.
And Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, but I don't
Because,
Watch our previous podcast.
Yeah, go back to last week to see our thoughts on that.
Oh, no. Jennifer Aniston.
But she broke Instagram or whatever.
She did?
Wow.
Did she show her butt? Because
No,
that's
she
how
subscribed.
we broke the internet the last
She
time.
has the record for the fastest followers to a certain point.
I was definitely. I did not
That was
contribute.
Diana.
I did not contribute to that.
No, because she just started out on Instagram. She posted a picture of all her and the Friends cast
Oh,
with
right.
her.
It
And that was her
from
fir-
like
that was her-
1990.
but that-
it was
was
Matthew Perry that broke the
It was no, it was
internet.
No,
it was her
was Matt
picture.
LeBlanc.
It was her
Matt
picture.
LeBlanc did that.
It was her picture. And
I
it
get
was the
that.
first picture she posted, and it just.
Again, so it wasn't even a
So-
picture of her. It was a picture
Well,
of
she was in
people
it.
that I get that.
The
but,
Friends.
Like,
Now we let the
I would
rumors
be like-
speculate.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
ooh, that's a great picture because I love Matthew Perry.
I like Matt.
Matt LeBlanc was good as Joey.
Apparently that picture
And
looked like it was
himself.
from the 90s
That
because it was so
episode's show is a
grainy
really good
and
show.
like
Well,
the
they're probably in a
characters look
bar or
are,
something.
yeah, but they
Are
were
we all
just so
forgetting about
dark.
Joey?
That was a
The team-
horrible show.
What are you talking about?
It was a horrible
Lucy
show.
Lawless was in it.
Horrible
Lucy
show.
Liu? Lucy Lawless. Lucy Liu was in it.
So was the lady from The Sopranos. It still didn't make it a
Yeah,
good show.
it was such a terrible
So was the guy
fucking
from
show.
Animorphs, wasn't
Yeah, he was the nephew or whatever. Yeah.
Such a terrible show.
It's because Joey plays off of other people.
Yes.
He cannot be the main guy. That's why Joey and Chandler work so well.
Why was there no Joey Chandler show?
Because Matthew Perry went on to do real acting
Yes.
and the drug thing.
Well,
Because he doesn't remember filming 3 seasons.
Like
of
yeah,
Friends.
like 3 years was of
Legitimately,
life is just
he's
gone.
one of the main actors on that show that got paid a buttload of money that could watch 3 seasons of Friends and be like, what's going to happen next? Because he doesn't
He was
know.
yeah.
There was when Matthew Perry started growing the goatee, when Chandler had the goatee, that's drug
he? Is that
Chandler.
when he got
That's
fat?
Drug Chandler.
Or-
Thinner.
That's when he got he got
He
pretty
got really
thin.
skinny and he had the goatee on the show. That was like drug Matthew Perry.
So then, but then you could tell when he
'Cause
stopped
he
because
got-
You could tell when he
gained
got
the weight.
better. Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's like, he was funniest when he was like skinny goatee Chandler, and I'm like, I don't know, the stuff with like Monica and all that jazz. By the end of it was
Yes,
like,
was the best.
and Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, which I still thought was a really good show, but whatever. I watch it now and I'm like, oh, I can see how there's some issues with this show.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
Aaron Sorkin, he's 50-50. West Wing, watch it.
Moving on.
Moving on.
DC.
Batman.
The Batman
The
film.
Batman.
The one that is apparently not a
Robert
superhero.
Pattinson.
What?
The Robert
Pattinson posted that he does not believe Batman is a superhero.
Well, he's not a superhero.
He's a
hero.
detective.
He is
His explanation of what he thinks of Batman is.
I always thought Batman more
different.
of a detective.
No,
He
it's
is
more of a.
He is a detective.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
Always
something else. You'd have to read his
He's just
explanation
a-
of it.
okay.
really cool looking detective.
I would honestly really love a Batman movie where they went more into
Detective.
that mode of things.
Oh yeah.
And that's what this one is supposed to be.
And I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
That'd be neat.
It's supposed to be more detective-y than
Well,
Like
just.
a noir type Batman show,
Yeah.
like a movie would be.
Oh.
Like
That's actually
where
how they
he's-
describe this one.
I'd be down
Man,
for
I
that.
would watch a black and white Batman.
And it doesn't need to be black and white. I'm just saying
Oh,
more
no.
of that, like
No, no,
that
no.
feeling to it of
Yeah.
like he gets into a room and is actually like,
Does
you
he
know,
have an
finding
internal? Does he
clues
have
and-
internal monologue?
hell's yeah.
Hell yeah, of course.
And again, not internal because it's a movie, so he has to externalize it. And he's like, cocaine. They must be, you know, whatever.
No. I think you go straight into like the internal monologue.
It's fresh.
High
Except-
quality.
I can see everything so clearly now.
Are you sure this is Batman?
Alternate universe Batman.
Alternate universe, yeah.
The Coke Bat.
Oh my god, someone was posting, off topic obviously, but pictures of the old Jimmy Olsen Friend of Superman comic covers.
Oh yes.
And there's
Yeah.
like Superman from those comics. I love going back to old Superman comics because one, they were either super cheesy, where Batman would use his like super knitting skills to get out of a problem
Yeah.
instead of just like, you know,
Punching.
blasting them with his eyes or using his super strength. Like he had all the other superpowers. You just put super in front of
Something.
a verb
Super
and
breathing.
that was his right.
Super.
But the Jimmy Olsen ones, I forgot what it was, but it was like Jimmy Olsen, giving him a sweater for Christmas as Superman, because it was like Jimmy Olsen was Superman's adopted son in these comics as like a weird spin-off thing, and Superman is laser eyeing the sweater to destroy it because he's like, this sweater is the stupidest thing you've ever given me and you're a horrible son. And it's like,
That's so
and Jimmy Olsen
motivational.
is like, I tried my best to spend all my money. Like, oh man, I can't believe I made Dad mad again. And I'm like, what
Weird.
comic is this?
Oh, weird.
This is
Obviously-
the best Superman ever. That Superman deserved to be in Batman v Superman.
That was the Batman.
That should have been the Batman or the
That's
Superman,
Superman.
sorry, in
That
Batman v Superman. Like,
Angsty Superman.
He snapped someone's neck. Might as well. That's the next thing.
he's just laser eyeing everything. That building's dumb.
Your neck is dumb. Laser eyes.
That's what Brightburn is.
And I get that piece, but like that should have like that. I'm like, oh my god, this Batman though. Yeah, I really want more of a detective-y because that's Detective Comics. DC
Yeah,
is
that's
Detective
what.
Comics.
Yeah, and that's the Batman I loved.
I think that's what
Detective
makes
Batman.
and that's what makes all those Batman games so good.
Right,
Like,
it's
all the
Yes!
games is the
Yes!
detective mode. You're trying to
Yes!
find clues and trying to.
The
solve-
combat was pretty awesome too.
Also,
Oh yeah.
we're not. So,
Oh,
yeah.
and the sneaking, like all of that
Yeah.
jazz. Like those Batman games were built really, really well as
Really well.
Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Rocksteady, get to work.
Yeah, come on.
Make-
There's
get-
been
have-
rumors of another one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always Superman. I don't want them to do a Superman.
No, there have been
Rumors of a
another
Batman.
Batman because on Batman Day there was a whole bunch of teases
Yeah.
with the Owl Society or whatever.
Oh, that'd be so
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Hmm.
that was a good.
That'd be so good.
But it's where do you set it and then
So yeah, like this whole piece of it, I'm really hoping. But we do have casting
Yes.
For the Batman.
for the Batman,
The
other
Batman.
than obviously Robert Patterson, who.
Yeah.
The more I look at it, he's got the like. I don't know
they
what
have
hap-
more than just him.
I know I get that, but like that's what I'm saying. More than just him.
I was always kind of okay with him.
I was
Yeah.
I was actually okay with him because again, you see him in Harry Potter and he can act. You see him in other movies, he can
Yeah.
It's
act.
just that one series.
He did Twilight, and again, I don't
Again,
know
he
what
was-
it must have been the teeth, like the prosthetic teeth.
I don't know.
Must have like done something to make his face look flat.
Yeah.
Because that was always my problem. I'm like, what happened? Because again, like I called him Shovel Face for years because it did. It looked like someone grabbed a flat shovel
And whathunk.
and cartoon smacked him in the face, and he like
I think
never,
it was the prosthetics.
never like did the cartoon of like to pop his face back out. But now you look at him,
He looks fine.
and he's got like the little bit of scruff going on, like the Batman thing, like that'll work.
I mean, who knows?
and the
if it's-
square jaw work, like it. He's got the superhero face. It's working. I'm down.
Well, who else is joining him in the Batman?
I have no idea what their names are.
Paul Dano is going to
Okay.
be the Riddler,
Paul Dano is going to play the Riddler.
but according to IMDb, his name is not Edward
Ashton.
Nygma. Yeah.
What did they change Edward name?
Edward Nashton.
Nashton. So, because the whole thing was, he was an enigma.
Yes.
Enigma?
Yeah, but that was wasn't that not the character's name?
Yes, that was.
That was the character, yeah.
Yes.
So,
It could
maybe
be just
this just-
So
it'll
they're just
change his
filming
name.
Are they filming it in Nashville now?
No.
Okay, then why?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's just like they're going to do something different, but.
And he
we'll
might
see.
change his name
Exactly,
partway through, or it could just be like his nomenclature.
It's
or
also
whatever.
IMDb.
It's also
It's
IMDb.
It's also IMDb,
Yeah.
so it could be. IMDb is famous for leaking stuff that doesn't actually happen.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Zoe Kravitz,
Kravitz.
is going to be the Catwoman.
Yes. Selena Kyle.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Selena
I'm
Kyle.
fine with that.
It kind of like there was a non-Caucasian Catwoman way back when too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not.
this
That's
is-
not an
yeah.
issue.
Yeah, no one's fought that one yet.
Nope, which is good.
Yeah, I know.
No one
'Cause-
wants to fight the Catwoman.
Well,
Which one are we talking about? The Halle Berry one?
No.
No.
No,
fight
there's
her.
one oh I didn't even think about that one.
No, there was back,
Yes, it existed.
back
I
in
remember
the
watching
I
old,
totally forgot about
A
that.
lot of people.
back in the old campy Batman. She
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't
She was not Caucasian. I'm not sure if she was. I'd have to look up.
Yeah,
her
I
actress
have to look
again,
at that. I don't remember. the name.
She was amazing back on the. Like I loved that Catwoman. She was
really good.
as a young man with the purring when she talked. It was just like, hello.
Hello.
I am
And then
feeling-
Michelle Pfeiffer came around, and I'm like,
Hello.
man, this character is like the best character ever in comics.
Sploosh.
And then Halle Berry.
And then
came
Halle
out,
Berry
and
showed
you're
up,
like,
and I went,
oh.
But you like Catwoman. Basketball scene.
And then what's her face?
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Eh.
She looks good.
Take it or
Yeah.
leave it.
She
Take it
looks
or leave it.
great.
I'm not a huge Anne Hathaway fan.
I'm not a huge Anne Hathaway
I
fan,
like her
but
in
she
her
looks
not
great.
like serious roles. I like her in comedic roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's,
Yes.
she's
better,
She's,
she's
more,
better.
she's more fun in those ones.
Yeah.
She's a lot better in comedic roles.
Like Devil Wears Prada was an okay movie.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Again, yeah.
That's good.
Again.
That's John
I just
Krasinski's
heard-
favorite film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It is a
Wonder
good
why.
movie.
Wonder why.
Devil Wears
Well, no,
Prada.
so it's funny because like he'll like Emily Blunt will come home and he's watching Devil Wears Prada.
Do you think he had any influence on that scene in the episode of The Office where Michael keeps
No.
watching the Devil Wears Prada?
I think it was before they started dating.
Okay.
But like so either way, John Krasinski watches it and he's like, so I married like the second best actress in that movie because Anne Hathaway was
Anne
already
Hathaway.
like spoken for at that moment. So. But when he met Emily Blunt, it was legitimately like, "Oh my
My
God,
God.
you were in the Devil!" Like, I love that movie. It was so good.
That
Like
must be
he
weird.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's weird. That must be weird for her.
Yeah, but she likes his stuff too, so it worked out really
It
well.
worked out well.
Now they're the cute. They're
They're a great couple. They're my favorite
Relationship
power
goals.
And
couple.
Jim got jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Ryan's.
Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan.
There was a preview for it before the movie last night.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the best Jack Ryans.
Mhm.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. Harrison
They're
Ford,
well, five.
Ben Affleck.
No.
Yeah, Harrison Ford.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford, Ben Affleck,
What's Star Trek guy's name?
Baldwin,
Oh yeah, Baldwin was
Chris Pine.
Chris Pine.
Yep.
That's,
Yeah.
And now
And now John
Krasinski.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah, like so Kravitz
The Batman.
and the Batman.
Yeah.
So we have the Riddler and we have Catwoman.
And it sounds like they
Still
want to
no
try and get
Penguin.
Penguin in there.
Yeah.
Still a penguin.
They
So-
said they want 6 villains in this.
That'd
movie.
be my concern. Is
Yeah.
how many villains are
I
we throwing
feel
into
like
this?
this is more of a let's start setting up tiny little things.
Okay.
Like the Batman Telltale game introduces
Oh yeah.
so many
and that-
people
yeah.
into
Well,
the
especially if
story.
this is going to be some sort of like a younger Batman. Too.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Like I thought the
Like the-
Batman Telltale game did a good job.
Like
of
year
the
one
Penguin
Bat-
coming in.
It,
Yeah.
What if
As
this
a
is a
friend.
year one Batman?
No, that was
Is this
wasn't
two?
Penguin that came as a friend.
Who was it? It's been so long since I played it.
Two-Face.
Two-Face was
Oh.
his buddy, but there was like the old Penguin came in kind of as an acquaintance, didn't he?
They always say
What
they
if this-
didn't like each other because of family
What if
things.
this Batman?
But that's
is-
what it like. But they were like they knew each other and they were both younger and all.
They
of
didn't
that
like
kind
each
of-
other,
right?
yeah.
But it wasn't.
Yeah,
What if
and
the
there was
Batman
another
was year
character
one
in
Batman?
there that
Year
Right.
one Batman was
I don't know if
so
you ever
good.
finished.
Yeah, it was.
Did you
Even
ever
though year
finish?
one Batman was basically Batman Begins.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
There's another one that pops up in there as a
Nice.
starting out person.
Yeah, and I don't need Batman's origin story.
You don't want to see Martha get shot?
Nope.
Pow!
Were they gonna have black?
We should
Black
take
Mask?
a pool on this movie
Could.
and like.
See how
Black
many people think
Black
it's
Mask
gonna
is
happen.
gonna be the
exactly. Like
villain
I'll put
for
5 to
Birds
1
of
odds
Prey.
on that happening again.
Or no.
So just to,
that
I'll
Birds of
tell
Prey?
you guys after.
Yeah,
but
Birds of
it's
Prey.
not a
Yeah.
it's not a spoiler for a new movie that just came out, but
Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention.
Anyways,
I'll tell you guys after.
Oh, okay.
Either way, yeah, we have 2 more casting members. I don't know.
They'll do Penguin.
What if I like year one?
I don't think
they'll do Black Mask.
Modified year
No.
one.
They're not gonna do
version
Black
of it.
Mask.
That would
You
be
can-
Calendar
that'd be
Man.
No, you can introduce Mr. Freeze.
Calendar Man.
Because you can introduce the
Yes.
scientist.
fun. Calendar
Yeah.
Man would be.
Before
Calendar
he
Man
has
is a
his
very good
accident.
favorite.
For his accident.
Keep it fun.
You're gonna hit all the big names. You're not gonna hit this Calendar Man.
Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter, yeah.
What about Killer Croc?
No.
I feel like they did
proper
I
Don't
killer.
touch it.
pro-
I think
Don't
maybe
touch it.
Bane. Yeah, I don't know.
a good.
Bane, I think, is a little too
A
soon.
real
Too-
Bane.
too- Yeah, Bane is an
Yeah.
older
It's a bigger
villain.
Two-Face then.
I really
Two-Face,
Two
sure.
You
Face,
could
yeah.
introduce Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
What
I really want them to do Bane.
Do you think they
Scientist.
touch the
Real
Joker?
for once.
No.
They said they will not touch the
Okay,
Joker.
okay.
I think the Joker has to come in very much as an unknown entity, like he did with Heath Ledger.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, we're at the end of when Batman begins with the little Joker card.
But
Yeah,
like
and he wasn't
but
concerned.
he's not connected to Batman like the original. And as much as I love Jack Nicholson's version of the Joker, what they did with Tim Burton being like the Joker was the one that killed his parents. That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
like that part of that.
I think as a
don't
film,
like.
as a standalone film, though, that's fine. But
I like the Joker coming in as a there's this guy who's doing all these good things,
Yeah.
and I want to have some fun. This guy is the like anti-me.
Yeah.
he's supposed to be.
This is where I belong.
Let's
It's
have
not
some
a-
fun.
You can't have.
Yeah.
You can't just have Joker as a side character movie. The Suicide Squad.
Well, and again,
Come on.
like
And he's
the
not
one they're
coming
doing
back,
in Gotham, where it's the Joker but not the Joker sort of thing.
Yeah.
But they had a different. That went
I
on
know.
a bit of a.
I know, but that's all over the place. Like, I don't need an introduction to Joker. I just need
Some
This guy to
crazy
show up
guy
and-
I
just
think you need-
showing
I
up
think
and
what you need-
wreaking havoc.
What you need to do is introduce Joker how they did with Spider-Man to the MCU. Everyone knows who Spider-Man is. Everyone
Yeah.
knows
Yeah.
where his powers come from. Like everyone knows his
All right.
like
like
role.
Heath Ledger's Joker. I think people like it so much because again, he just
Showed up.
But he
He had
was.
a
But he
calling
made. But he
card.
made sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's what they need to do
Where
with the
he
Joker
was
if they
the-
want to redo him.
Yeah.
Unstoppable force pushing up against the immovable object.
Right.
Yes.
And I love that.
I love
piece.
that. Yeah.
But you can't. If you're gonna start introducing people as like people in Bruce Wayne's life are slowly becoming these villains, or you see the rise of the Penguin and the Riddler becoming the
Yeah.
Riddler, and like you see
Two-Face.
everybody
Harvey
becoming,
Dent,
Harvey
yeah.
Dent becoming Two-Face. You don't need to see dude become Joker.
Joker, no.
One, we just had that movie.
Yes.
But are they waiting for not announcing the Joker to see if Phoenix will do this?
They want to do another Phoenix.
But
Joker
would they
film.
wait to maybe try and tie that in?
Maybe.
Do you want a minor spoiler for
Joker?
the Joker?
No.
No.
Oh no! I know.
No!
I know
I know-
about the hidden thing
Did you
that
see
they.
the Joker?
No, I know there's a small.
I've
scene-
heard- I've
there's
heard
a
of
scene-
something,
I
yes.
heard there was a character in there.
No spoiler.
I've heard. I think
I've heard
the
of it.
same
I still
rumor.
want to see it too.
Well, not rumor, but the scene. I think I've heard of that scene.
Yes,
My
I-
friend told me like straight up. I'm like,
I think I read it.
you don't think I
somewhere.
don't want to watch this film? She's like, oh, sorry. I'm like,
Either way, there's a scene that could connect it.
Yeah.
If they wanted it to.
Well, which makes sense because it is the joke. Like, it's Joker. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know if that Joker would fit into Batman.
we don't know.
we don't know. I don't know. I
Like
gotta see
the Batman?
Yeah.
Yes. That's the question.
I guess they're
Is,
leaving.
I
does
gotta
it
it
see
do
the
its
movie.
own? Is it like a different universe Batman, or is it a...
Well, you know, there's lots of universes there too.
There is.
multiverse
Thanks DC TV for doing,
crisis.
Crisis.
Either way, that's that.
Thanks for watching the show.
We're going to go on to the post-credit show.
5 minutes.
5
Give us
minutes.
about 5 minutes.
And while you're giving us those 5 minutes, like and subscribe and share,
Smash it.
because we're going to talk about games we've played and movies we've watched and other nerd
Experiences.
stuff we've done.
We'll see you guys in
I'm
about.
threatening you with a pen.
Don't threaten them.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Korean like chopstick.
That's how I worked in the word penis into a crossword puzzle in university.
I remember that.
Blank, blank, mightier than the sword. Because you can't put a space in a crossword puzzle.
Smart man.
Go to barrelrollnews.com to find all our social media stuff while you're waiting. Thanks for watching.
Stop
See you in a
pointing.
second. Bye!